a star that lights the road. I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I lived 1,000 lives. But maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just drive.
Welcome to the main Japanese Grand Prix. Ultra on pole position for Development alongside. Then we've got David Sergiero, Sebastian Campo and Ramo for the top 5. And then we've got Jensen Olsen, Laker Jack Sonic, Rafael Ferrari, Van Horn and Versteelt around the top 10. Then we've got Eduardo Ayago, Cable, Bogdasarov and Headley from Livery, Akarisato, Matthew Hart, Ahmed Silla and CB with the last row being Palomino and Fong. Here we are for the main Japanese Grand Prix. Ultra winning the sprint race, reclaims the championship lead from David Sergiero, equal on points these two in the final 4 races. And we're underway. It is a good start for Ultra, lap 1 out of 13. Development off to a decent start, Sergiero off to a better one. He's got the inside line at turn 1. Instantly going for the attack on Ultra. Ramo picks up a 5-second time penalty. That's not good for him. The Italian finally doing well once again, and his start of the race has not went well. As David Sergiero, out of nowhere, takes the lead, and is back leading a Grand Prix once again. Here at lap 1 out of 13 of the Japanese Grand Prix, UK will go for an interesting strategy I see on the hard tyres. We'll see how that's going to pay off as the drivers heading through deck the 2 right now, flying at a rapid speed. Look at all these drivers flying into the chicane and flying into the wall once again. It's Jensen Olsen hitting that wall on lap 1 in the sprint race, repeating it on lap 1 of the main race. It all comes full circle, eh? There's Palomino alongside Lamfong, getting ahead of Lamfong. Spike and CB right there in P20. Aston Martin, who's pretty low down in the standings, has got to try and get a move on because he is not doing so well right now. He is chasing Fong. There's that Red Bull Williams, and he's alongside it. Heading in, though, into 130R is Palomino, sending it there. CB is going to try and fight back here in the chicane, I imagine. And there we go, CB does fight, but Palomino with more engine power should hopefully be ahead, but no, never mind, CB stays ahead. You got David Sergiero extending out his lead. These two fighting out for the World Championship, pulling away from Vendetto, who seems to have no chance of success today as Blade Out Sonic's title hopes slip away from his fingers, as now the Sega Hyperdrive down in 6th position with a 5-second time penalty to his name. David Sergiero fastest in the first sector, so he's really showing his pace in today's race. And it's incredible to see him doing so well, and yeah, this is going to put a lot of pressure onto Ultra in the World Championship fight, as UK will lose a further 3 places from when I last mentioned him. Now down in 18th position, that's not good. As the Salmons make contact there, Akarisato rear-ending Matthew Hart. They can't be doing that. UK will now on the inside line of Sato. 5-second time penalty as well for Sato, as mentioned prior. Ferrari, though, he's got a good chance. He can get up into 4th position here. And this will be more progress for Ford as they attempt to try and clinch the World Constructors' Championship. They've got the ability to do it. They're not that far away realistically. All they're going to do is get consistent top performances from their drivers, and they will have a chance of it. And oh, Bogdasarov hitting the wall there, almost hitting Headley, as his car was just out of control there. But look at this from the top 2 in the field, 7/10 apart from each other. But everyone else miles behind as Ocampo comes in to get onto some softs and repair his front wing. So there we go. Let's just see how the Filipino driver does as they head towards the pit exit. David Sergiero leading still. He's facing probably some pressure from Ultra behind, but I do feel like the Ford will stay ahead for now. But yeah, Ultra's definitely having a chance at overtaking onto lap 4 in towards turn 1. You can say that for sure, to be honest. Yeah, these two, I can't believe it. A sudden title fight out of nowhere, and it's just extremely intense. We thought this was going to be a season dominated by one driver. Initially, it looked like it was going to be Adelaide, then it was going to be Ultra, but now we got a third person taking a championship lead. Well, let's just see how they do. They're mounting a lot of pressure right now, and they've got to try and just deal with it. DRS enabled for Ultra, that is going to help him. Heading down the straight now on lap 4, he's got a good opportunity to pull in some more time, and across the rest of the lap, he's just going to get through his corners well. The S's are tricky to nail, so Ultra's got to nail them. It's going to be a difficult task, but he can do it. UK will now up 2 places now that Ocampo's picked. Must have gained a place on Ahmed Silver or something. Oh, Boxarov actually, he's the other driver. That's how he's gained them 2 places. Boxarov going for a different strat, moving on to hards as Ocampo flies by. Now 4 tenths separating the top 2. Jeez, these guys are getting so close to each other, and I don't know how this will end. Hey, they may end up making contact. Yeah, Ultra knows. All he needs to do now is finish ahead of Davey Cerqueira, and he will keep his championship lead, which he's just reclaimed back from Davey Cerqueira. That chance just went absolutely perfect for him. But yeah, this fighting, allowing Devendale to start close in. He can see the top 2 right in front of him. You can see that blue rear wing off the Ferrari, who is desperate to try and get ahead of his championship rival. It looks like, though, Ultra's had a pretty bad corner. One of these guys is going to come in the pits, I can tell you that. It's just who's going to come in. Not Cerqueira, not Ultra. Okay, never mind, none of them are coming in. As now, Devendale is closing in on Ultra, who's had an awful exit now to that chicane. And yeah, Cerqueira is now flying. Iago coming in, as well as Versio and Carlos Eduardo. These 3 all going to be having a pit stop battle. It's soft tires on for Eduardo, hards on for Versio, and softs on for Iago. Yeah, Iago easily ahead of everyone else there in the pits. No change of positions from them 3, as Ocampo set the fastest lap of the race in some clean air. So yeah, Ocampo's very quick right now. It's unfortunate he can't really use that pace now. Davey Cerqueira is struggling. He's had a very bad exit. This is allowing Ultra to start close in now. My prediction, both of them will come into the pits to slap for mediums. That is my very big prediction for what's going to happen at the end of this lap. Because now on lap 5 out of 30, Japan really does fly by. But now to Benedetto, he's going to be one mounting pressure. He's going to try and attack that Ferrari, possibly. He's going for the inside into the chicane. Oh, how's this going to end? Benedetto sending it on the inside, getting 2nd place. Ultra will try and fight this one back, and he doesn't get it. He's dropped, and Devendale's in. All 3 of them coming into the pits. Hards on for Ultra Bro. Mediums for Devendale, and mediums for Cerqueira. I predicted them right. But I didn't predict Devendale getting involved in all this. He's now in a net 2nd place. I don't know where this came from, but now he's here, and he's pretty much ruined the plan. So while Cerqueira and Devendale are going to be on medium tyres, pulling away, Ultra's going to just hope that their tyres fall off, because he's went for hards. He doesn't really trust the mediums that well, that's very clear. But now Remo, race leader, with a 5-second time penalty. You've got to be careful with that, you know. 5-second time penalties are very bad for your race. Cerqueira now going for the move to get up into 4th position. He overtakes Livery. They're so close to contact. Oh my god! What a move from the Ford! Almost hitting the wall, in fact, there. As they went underneath the bridge. I genuinely thought that was going to be a challenge in the race for Davey Cerqueira. It wasn't. Oh, Devendale goes for the move there on Livery. Also, battle back with the growth of the out slow down there, and unfortunately for him, he's going to lose out some time to Devendale, which can't be doing. He needs to gain as much time as possible. As much time as humanly possible, shall I say. As Virtual Safeguard out the race with Nicholas Palomino. And you see that's at the hairpin. You can see on the map, but you can't see it because the cars already went away. And Rafael Ferrari into the pits. Remo, obviously, into the pits. He's going to make use of that 5-second time penalty. Obviously, just to get that thing served. Medium tyres on frames, so it's a double medium stint for the Ferrari. As now attacker Van Horn. He's going to get to pit exit. Oh no, Ferrari's going to be one going to the pit exit first. David Ricciardo takes the lead of this race, but now Ferrari is smacked right in contention for a top 3 result as he comes out the pits in P4 on fresh soft tyres. Perfect timing now for the Ford. And yeah, let's just see how this ends, because now out of nowhere, Ferrari's in contention for a solid race result, which we most certainly did not expect. We came all opting to stay out there. Maybe the virtual safety car already ended by the time we got to the pit entry. I don't know. But Van Horn now up in the 7th. Now he's on for solid points, which is going to make him happy. Him all being slow there in the exit. Ocampo right behind, chasing him down, but he's on worn tyres himself as well. Sergio now leading by 2.6 seconds. And that is going to be very frustrating for Ultra, who only just claimed the championship lead, could end up losing it straight away. Armando, though, miles behind everyone else. He's having an awful race. It's a disaster for him. Olsen also having a bad race as well, in what is most likely going to be his last race for McLaren this season. Say the same thing for Verstappen in Red Bull. However, his race isn't as bad. At least both of them are still in the points-paying positions. And also, remember, if Verstappen goes back to AlphaTauri, Tom Leon goes to Red Bull, Adelaide goes to McLaren, Iago will be left out seat. This could be his last race of the season as well. So he's just pretty much counting down the time now until he's just out. So he may as well make this what's most likely going to be his last race worth it. Ocampo in for soft tyres. That should be a final stint for him now, as Ferrari now up in the 3rd position. Didn't see that. But now Sergio is starting to lose time out in front. He's starting to struggle on his tyre. And now Ferrari, his own teammate, is going to be coming on the attack out of nowhere. Didn't expect this one. But yeah, Ferrari's now in contention for a race win. As he pulls over to the inside, sending it there to Meadow. Going to the outside, Ferrari going to try and cut back. But he can't get the move yet. He's got more grip though. He should theoretically be able to get ahead as... Oh, what's happened there? Eduardo and Livery have made contact at the hairpin. And now Livery is stuck the wrong way round. He's trying to rejoin the track, but look at these cars coming by. He's got to be really careful. He successfully rejoined the track. He is safe, which is the most important thing here. No DRS at all though. I think that yellow flag impacted the DRS and stopped it from working. So that's going to be very annoying there. Ravo now on the back of his teammate. On fresher, newer tyres. Fresher, better tyres. So yeah, this race going completely wrong for Ultra. Yeah, Ravo, he needs to be thirsty for some good position because he's not that far. He's like quite far down in the standings. David Ricciardo now lead by 1.8 seconds to the Benedetto and Rafael Ferrari. Ferrari has got to get some moves because his tyres are going to wear out very quickly. Olsen for his 2nd stop of the day. He's currently on the mediums, and that's what he switched to. He has switched over to the medium tyre for the final 5 laps of this Grand Prix. I see Carlson Water there. He's got a puncture. Carlson Water for a rear right puncture. That's why he was so slow. That's why he was also at the back of the grid. Disaster for Mercedes as they put on some soft tyres for the Brazilian driver. Here now, David Ricciardo will be thinking about pit stops. You know, you don't want your tyres to puncture or anything, but here we go. Rafael Ferrari come down the straight. He has DRS. For some reason, he's far away from the Benedetto. Doesn't seem to trust him. McLaren, he's pulling into him. Try and put some pressure on to make sure he doesn't take the inside. And Ferrari makes it a 4-1-2 as he now moves up into 2nd place. As Iago comes into the pits to get rid of his soft compound tyres. You can see some more tyres up there. And those tyres are softs. So yeah, 4 more laps to go. I did not expect to see a 4-1-2 today, considering Ferrari wasn't really in the best of places early in this race. UK Ball coming in for his 1st stop of the day for medium tyres, as he does not want soft at all. He's sticking with mediums. He's happy with that, so that's what he's going on to. Now, will he even stay in the points by the time he comes out the pits? I don't know, but he's got to try and stay ahead of this little pack here. These guys like Lam Fong. Here is UK coming out the pit lane for hyperdrive. And it looks like he's safe. Yeah, UK is safe. He's in 16th place now. But he's not in the points, so he's got to get a move on if he wants to score some points today. But yeah, 1.6 seconds. That's the gap between the two Fords out in front. They're getting closer and closer. Will Ferrari be able to put some pressure on and try and take the lead this race? And oh, Ravo on the attack there, getting through up into 4th, possible 3rd here, if he can get ahead. But oh wait, he slowed down, reacting to Mandel who comes in the pits, and Davis Arquero's in too. He's came in the pits for soft tyres, and Mandel, both of them though, pitting towards the end of this race, and this is now going to get very intense. Is this a strategy blunder for Ford, or is it a genius strategy? We'll have to see what happens. As out the pits comes Davis Arquero in P6. He's got to get a move on now. Demandel's going to lose a place to first steal possibly. He's trying to move around the outside. An incredible move at turn 1 to take 7th. But that's not going to last long. Demandel's going to easily get that place. But now Ultra and Ferrari fighting for the lead of this race. Here on lap 11 out at 13. 3 more laps to go. Ferrari's going to have to play the ultimate team game here. He's got a chance to win, but he's got to try and help Serkiera really, who's 15 seconds back. He's got to try and get the hyperdrive as well, Blade on Sonic. He's got more grip, so that's a way better exit as well for the Atlas Ford. As you can see, coming through the right-hander, he's now up into 5th. I don't know if this is damage limitation or push to get first. We'll have to see. His Ultra sending it on the inside, trying to get Ferrari, taking the outside. It's going to lead to the inside. Yellow flags in sector 2. As off goes CB, just recovering it. DRS level down for Ultra, down the straight onto lap 12. Let's see how this plays out. How will it play out for him? We'll have to look. Ravo down in 3rd position, Van Horn in 4th. Jeez, really didn't expect that one. Yeah, now the hopes Serkera in this race of trying to take back the championship are starting to slip away after Ford have called him in the pits. Rafael Ferrari, though, putting up a very good team effort. He is very much holding up Ultra Bro. As these two going through the 2 section, they're perfectly fine. I'm surprised these guys have not made contact yet. But yeah, it seems to be very difficult to overtake on this track. And now Dave Sarkera 10 seconds back. He's constantly closing in the time, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think it's enough for the Brazilian driver to win this race. However, there is another Brazilian who could win. Rafael Ferrari, he's not winning years in Formula 1. He's got a chance, but he's having to do a massive defense job here. As Ultra's pulled over, he's on the side of Ferrari through 130R, and it looks like Ultra's going to get this place. He's got DRS as well for the straight, and he's he's pretty much forced wide there, but Ferrari is going to be in 2nd place, and Ultra's got DRS. That just ended horribly for Ford, and Ultra now leads onto the last lap of this Grand Prix. And yeah, Ferrari done everything he possibly could. There's just nothing that could have been done. Davis Arquero out in 9th place with the fastest lap as well. 8 seconds off the race lead. Now, will they consider a swap down there at Ford? Well, I'm not sure, because Ferrari still has a chance to win this race, realistically. Like, look at the gap. It's still within a second. You can still utilise Slipstream. And I just love that shot through the bridge there. It's an excellent shot. The cameraman do really good jobs at this track. They really capture what the track's like. It's absolutely incredible. They're tied 44%. 9% on Ferrari. That's not good. And Ravo off the track there at turn 1. Wait, that's the Martin Headley there. Olsen's penalised. And as he just rammed straight into the back. And it looks like there's a puncture. Ravo's got a puncture. And also, Ravo has hit Akari Sato. As through goes Bogdasarov trying to get through it all. But here we go. It's been an excellent race for Ultra Bro. He took the championship lead in the sprint race, and he's extending it today. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix, and he's back into this race for the title. Ferrari gets 2nd from Davy Serkiera, who sets another fastest lap. Van Horn in 4th, but Tovetto takes him on the line. Yellow flags in the first sectors, out of the race. Goes Ravo and Armadilla. Spike and CB also out. I don't know what's happened, but something big must have happened here in the S's. Carlos Watto has survived it, but it's a disaster race for Mercedes. They've not had a good time today at all. Versio is going to come home for 8th position. I have no clue what happened in that crash, but it's safe to say that was something big. VSC coming to an end. Versio crosses the line in 8th position from Ocampo. UK Ball, in the end, on his one-stop strategy from hard to medium, will recover back up into 10th. I think that's a good strategy, to be honest. Well done there. So Jensen Olsen, possibly his last race of the season, P11 is a disaster with a penalty too, which makes things even worse for salt in the wound. We've got Theory Headley and Daniel Boxarov. Matthew Hart is going to gain some places here, and it looks like he's going to gain 2 places. He gets Boxarov in Headley's position there. Akari Sato comes across the line from Lam Fong, and it's just Livery and Wado who are left. But yeah, that is going to mark the end of the Japanese Grand Prix. It has been a great race. We had Ferrari almost winning this race. He was leading for a bit towards the end as well. Wow. And that's it, your podium for this race. Ferrari, second place, that's an incredible result for him. David Sarkarian out towards 3rd place. And Ultra extends the championship lead now. I forgot how many points P3 gets. If I recall correctly, I think it's 16 points. If it is, then that means Ultra would lead the championship by 4 points. No, sorry, no, 9 points. But I can't say an exact number because I really can't remember the point system. But yeah, nonetheless, he does lead this World Championship. And with that, let's listen to the Colombian National Anthem. I also forgot to mention that is Ultra's 7th win of the season, the most of any driver this season. Ultra winning from Ferrari and Sarkiera, Demeda in 4 from Van Horn, who just missed out. It's Ayago, Blade Driver Sonic vs Dio, Ocampo, UK Ball, Olsen, Hart, Headley, Boxar, Fong, Sato, Livery, Eduardo, CB, Raven Silla, and Palomino, with the bottom 4 all retiring from the race. That is it for the Japanese Grand Prix. 3 races to go in the season, and the gap is still extremely close. Can't wait to see you next time when F1 Classic. We're down.